So, what's your name?
Miss Waltman.
Oh, I'm Mr. McDonald.
My name is Coach Diaz.
What do you teach?
World history.
I teach history. Right now I'm teaching world history and U.S. history.
Teaching U.S. history.
U.S. history. How hard is the subject, would you think?
How hard is the subject? Well, the class, I think, is pretty easy. The subject can be, a little complex to young people that haven't had a lot of experiences and are still figuring out how the world works. Because that's basically what this class is about. How does the human world work? So.
Do you think that these projects and resources help them?
I'm hoping so. I mean, the current project they're on right now is about social problems here in America. And so, ultimately, trying to make the world and society a better place to live is kind of one of the major goals of education. Giving kids a sense of civic duty, be good citizens. It's part of our mission here at Hesperia High School, the 6 C's. Community is one of those. Character, and so that's kind of why I'm having to do this project on it, is to ultimately we want to be a benefit to our community, and identifying problems and caring about them are the first step to doing that. And so that's what I was kind of hoping this project would at least achieve that.
Yeah. And what are the kids doing right now?
Right now they're working on a project for World War I where they have to choose 3 different things, and there's a bunch of different tasks they can choose from. And yeah, they're just kind of working on that to strengthen their knowledge in World War I.
Is this your favorite unit to teach, or do you have another one?
No, I think World War II is better. It's more entertaining. The kids usually buy in more.
Overall, what's your favorite part of history to teach? What section, what unit is your favorite?
Personally, I like the Old West, just that whole 100-year span of time is probably my favorite. But I don't know. I'm kind of sick of the wars, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the wars are all interesting and everything, but I'd rather talk about other stuff other than war. So, more, like I said, social issues, how American society has changed, evolved over time, so.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
So it'll get better next semester.
Do you think that what you're teaching right now impacts what's going on right now in the world, with Palestine and Israel?
Yeah. I think it's important to understand the background and history and how different countries take over others, so that you can see how it kind of translates to now.
Yeah. Do you think for the kids it's important for them to learn about history and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. You have to understand the background of things in order to understand how things happen now.
What is your favorite subject, or unit, I should say, to teach?
I really like kind of the build-up to World War II when we start looking at totalitarian governments rising up and eventually leading to the Second World War. All that really is it's one of my biggest interests.
That's cool. Do you think learning about this type of history helps the students?
I think students will look back at this and then understand history a little bit more when students are older and they're seeing things that are going on in the world, and then they can relate it to what they learned in high school. I think maybe right now, I think high school kids are trying to, there's a number of things that they're going through, and all their classes and everything. History is just something I think that we could try to make connections with, but later on, as students start looking at the world and seeing things, and seeing how the world is and seeing how government and politics are going, that they could reference this class in the future more so. But yeah, I think it's important to understand history. I always say, history never changes. The only thing that changes is the names and faces, but history repeats itself. So it's good to know that, hey, we've done this, we've gone through this, and we can continue. Or, things in the past have happened and we were scared, but nothing really happened, or we should have took it more of the situations into consideration and moving forward. So yeah, I think there's a lot of important things to learn through history.
All right, thank you so much.
Of course.
Have a good day.
Okay, so the stairs would be right in the center, a direct aspect of this goal of building constructed with open ventilation shaft, and this open ventilation shaft would be basically the wall.
Doing this and this, he also undermined it by doing this. Okay, what's another thing he did? wouldn't say that undermined the revolution, because during the revolution they were at war. What group didn't he grant any kind of freedoms to?
Ace Merit in 9th grade.
Okay. And then what kind of history do you have?
I have AP European history right now.
Oh, okay. So what's your favorite part of AP European history?
Probably looking at all the conflicts and stuff, and like how they developed throughout time in Russia.
Do you like learning about history in general?
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any reason why specifically?
I don't know, I like history. It's like a fun story, but it's real life and it happened, and it's crazy to think people actually did that.
Alright, cool.